and welcome to Southern Comfort Knits. Thank you for coming back, and if you have just suddenly found me on the interwebs, I appreciate you stopping in to check out my podcast. I'm Lori. My Ravelry and Instagram name is LP Purl, and I'm here to talk about knitting, occasionally other crafty type things, but mostly knitting. And let me tell you what I've been doing over the last few weeks since the last time I podcasted. So I was participating in Professor Purl's Love Note Knit Along. Now, when I say that, I actually did not post any pictures on the page, or even, I don't even think I hashtagged it, but I will tell you that I do follow her, and she's the reason why I decided to knit this. So, you know, in spirit, I was participating. So this is my love note. Oh, it's so beautiful, isn't it? I will try to put a picture of myself wearing it at the end. I don't even know if I put a picture of myself wearing it on Ravelry yet. I finished it a couple weeks ago, but I have only worn it once. The yarn is Mace of Skeins fingering. I think it's her sock yarn. She hand dyes it. She's awesome. She has a podcast. If you have not checked her out, please do so. I love her. And I'm forgetting the word. Not merino. It'll come to me. Mohair that I held with it is by Knit Picks. I think it's called Aloft. And I am still not 100% sure that I like the mohair. I know that when I was knitting with it, it made me very itchy, and when I was wearing it for a short amount of time, it made me very itchy. So I'm going to try it one more time. And I don't know what I'm going to do if I decide I don't like it. I'll probably just wear it anyway. I did get, because I was concerned that it was super itchy, I decided to make it extra big so that I could wear a shirt underneath it. I got just a pink shirt to wear underneath it, crew neck, so that I could have another layer between myself and the mohair. So that seemed to work okay, except, you know, where it actually touched my skin, as, you know, fabrics tend to do. But I really love this. I love this pattern. I love the Mace of Skeins yarn. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. So I'll try to put a picture of myself wearing it. So that was the first thing that I finished. Oh, look, I think I forgot to fix a hole or something. The next thing that I made, let me show you the pattern. I haven't quite figured out how to put a picture in a picture yet, so I'm just going to show you on my iPad. I have some time off next week, so I hope to learn that. So this is the pattern that I made. It's called Bubbles. So you can see it has those chunky bubbles. Now my yarn is variegated, not variegated, it's gradient. So you can't really see it, but I love the texture anyway. I'll put it on, show you how cute it is. So I love that gradient. And you know, I've never been a fan of pom-poms until recently. And I really wanted a gray and black pom-pom, and I just can't do the real animal fur. It just seems wrong to me. I'm not judging if you decide to do it. You look super cute if you do. But I found these through Amazon. You get 20 of like a variety pack for, I think it was like $20 or $22. You can't beat that. I was even looking at tutorials on YouTube to make them. And I don't even think I can buy the fabric for under like $5 or $6. So, you know, sometimes you just got to go with Amazon and get the deal. So because I got a giant package of pom-poms, I pulled out a hat that I did a few years ago, and I can't remember the name. I'll put it up here somewhere because I can do that. But this is Queen City. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you the yarn. The yarn is was from my friend Kristen, and it was Cannon Hand Dyes, and the name had a really weird name. But it is on my Ravelry page, LP Purl. It's also on Instagram. So this yarn is by Queen City Yarn, and it's their bulky yarn. I don't remember like the type, but that is also on my Ravelry page. And I think this is from Etsy. What else? You know, Etsy and Amazon. That's all I shop anymore. But I love this, and I love the little pom-pom. I haven't quite figured out how to make it a little tighter. Are your pom-poms wiggly like this? I struggled with figuring out how to, I just pulled it through and tied it. This one I did tie with a button, but I feel like I might still be doing something wrong. The other one I couldn't because it was a bulky and I didn't have a button with a big enough hole. But yeah, I don't know. Are pom-poms supposed to be this wiggly? I guess I will wear it and be judged for my wiggly pom-pom. So the other thing I wanted to make was, for Halloween, I was French toast, and I wore a black beret. I was not really putting a whole lot of effort into it. So I bought a beret on Amazon, very cheap. I wore it for like a couple of hours and it started felting or pilling, and a black and white shirt and a red scarf, and then like a little piece of toast, and I was French toast. But while I had it on, I'm like, I look kind of cute with this little beret on. So I wanted to make a beret. So I used to watch, what the heck was it? Was it Chelsea? No. Anyway, this is called Chelsea in Paris. And it is by someone who had a podcast and a store in New Jersey, who's no longer has that store. It'll come to me and I'll put it in the notes. I know you're all screaming it right now. The three of you that listen, the three of you that watch my podcast. But anyway, I made a beret. I'm not sure I love it. I got to figure out how to wear it. But I really want a black one, but I had pink yarn. So I decided to try it. I really do knit things that aren't pink. I just happen to have pink yarn. So I think that's kind of cute, right? So I'm gonna make one in black. I do have navy yarn too. I have everything except what I really want. But I think it's a pretty cute pattern. This is Suburban Stitcher Slub yarn. I think the name of the color was Sweet Pea. And I made a sweater out of that. And then it's the leftover pink Knit Picks Aloft. But I love this pattern. I think it's pretty cute. It was a free pattern too. And that is Chelsea in Paris. You know, like the Emily in Paris TV show, which is coming back soon. I'm very excited to tell you all. Let's see. So what is in progress? You know, I've started a few things. I started a bulky sweater, but honestly, I haven't knit anything super bulky in a long time, and it's with size 15 needles, and it really was hurting my hands. I don't know if it's arthritis or just the winter, but I put that aside for a while. I might try it when I'm on vacation next week, but it was too painful. So it is Advent season, and I'm looking for my bag. Oh, here it is. As I mentioned on the last podcast, I got the Advent box of, I think it's 24 skeins of yarn from Pineapple Knits. I love her colors. I decided to knit an Ambah O'Brien shawl, and the name of that shawl is Wrap It Real Good. I think it might be new this year, but I have not knit a shawl since 2019. I really don't wear them anymore. I used to wear them in Pennsylvania and New Jersey where I worked because it was much colder there. And here, the only place that I have found that I could use a shawl is when I go on vacation, possibly at night when it's a little bit cooler. So I decided to knit something to go with all of my summer brights and super happy colors. So this is the Wrap It Real Good. And this is created to be worn, to be made with mini skeins. Now, I'm doing it a little bit different. Each of these is supposed to be a different color, but my Advent mini skeins, I think are almost, are they 90 yards each? They might be. And this is, you know, so what I am actually doing is more of a gradient. My shawl is going to, I'm getting into the pink now, and it will go to bright pink, and then I think purple. Here's the other skeins right here. So these are the skeins that I will be doing. So that's what I'm working on right now. And I really, I actually like this pattern a lot. It's super easy to memorize. And God, I love this yarn. I just love it so much. All of these right here are pineapple yarn, the DK Club. It's a monthly subscription, and it is, it's not really a mystery skein. She gives you, shows you an inspiration picture, and then she will make something to that inspiration, and then it's a surprise when you actually see it. So I've been collecting these now all last year, and there's a couple that I have that I don't love. So what I do now is I'm not doing the subscription, but I did just purchase January, and I'm going to, I think, make a DK sweater, crochet granny square sweater. It's so cool. And then obviously with some color to pull it all together, maybe like a cream or something, or maybe a hot pink. There's a lot of pink in there. So we'll see. But anyway, I'm super excited about this. I'm gonna have plenty of time next week. So I'm hoping to, who knows how far I'll get on that. But that has been fun. And then I have been thinking about, you know, I have been walking my dog, usually just about every day. And the weather lately has been crazy here in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's been going anywhere from, we've had an early cold spell in the 30s, 40s, and this week it's in the 70s. So I never know what I'm walking out into. And my inner ear, I get a lot of headaches and inner ear problems during the winter. So I was thinking about making a headband just so I could cover my ear, not ruin my hair. So, because I'm on video a lot for work. This is clearly not a day where I did my hair. But, so I was going to make one, and honestly, probably take me a couple days to make one. And I was in Target, and I bought one for $7. I know, right? That's kind of like, I feel like I committed the mortal sin of a knitter, but you know, I'm okay with that because now I can just knit whatever I want to knit. And it was only $7. And I don't even know if I could buy a skein of yarn for $7 that I would love to make a headband into. So I consider that a win. The other thing, I don't know if I'm going to get, I don't even know if I'm going to get it started in December this year, but I am all about making, to prepare for next December. Oh, here is a sample of the Wrap It Real Good shawl by Ambah O'Brien. That's what I was telling you about, how each one is just supposed to be a little skinny skein. Isn't that cute? I still think I would probably do like a rainbow gradient. So I'm kind of happy with mine, although that's not how it was intended. I like it anyway. Oh, here's my skeins. Here's a picture of my skeins. So that's what I'm going to do for the Ambah O'Brien shawl. These are kind of like all my favorite Lily Pulitzer colors, which I adore. Oh, I was talking about, you know, we have a lot in this neighborhood. We have a huge community of friends, and there are a lot of activities for the holidays. A lot of parties. Sometimes the parties, we just had one last weekend. It just happened to be 70 degrees, so it wasn't bad. But sometimes it is really cold, and you pretty much, it's essentially indoor, outdoor, and you're essentially bundled up. So what I have decided to do in preparation for some of those parties, or like even this weekend, we have a golf cart parade party all around the neighborhood. I'm going to make this, and this is called the stocking stuffer cowl. Isn't that cute? Ugh, with like a green sweatshirt. Oh my God, that's so cute. So I'm super excited. You know, I never feel like doing it during December because I always feel too much pressure to get it done. But I'm going to start it probably at the end of December or January for next year. Then I'll have plenty of time to work on it. And these are actually 2 skeins, Madeline Tosh Light, that I had bought for a different Ambah O'Brien project that I never did. And then these are going to be my colors. I love like a great limey green for Christmas colors. So I'm going to work on that. I'm super excited about that. And this Mad Tosh Light is so soft. I think that'll be fine against my neck. Let's see what else I'm going to work on. So I haven't really started thinking very much about next year, but one thing I would like to do, I was looking through all of my stuff that I have knitted. I think I was looking for that blue hat to put a pom-pom on, and I found this one that I made for my husband. I don't remember what it's called. It might just be the Force Awakens, which is the name of it. The Force Awakens. But here's a better picture of it. I'm going to redo the hat that I just showed you. So I made it for my husband, and I think it might have been like a hair too big. So I tried to, of course, wash it and shrink it, and it felted it, and now it's just all jacked up. It's super thick and warm, but I don't like it. And obviously he doesn't wear it. So I'm going to remake it. Maybe out of like a superwash. I'm not sure. But I really, now that my skills are a little bit better, I would like to remake this hat for him so that he can wear it while he's golfing and have a super warm head. So that is on my project list for January. And that might be it. You know, in my queue, and obviously all of this right here is yarn, and this back here is yarn. So I have plenty of projects that I would like to work on, but I think those are the ones that I want to work on right away. My little beret. Oh, and by the way, I was watching another recent episode of Professor Purl, and she was talking about, she's the reason I was doing the love note. I've recorded this podcast like 27 times already, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but she was the reason I did the love note. I don't participate, but I watch her podcast, and she was talking about for January doing a beret and reading a book Zoom video. So she's all about berets as well, and I'm like, did we just become best friends? I think we might have. And listen, I am going to send her a letter, or, you know, I'm going to drop a DM into her something, her DMs, I don't know. I'm going to send her a note over Instagram that we should become friends, because I like her, I like the way she thinks, and I am all about making a beret and reading a good book. So she doesn't know it yet. Hopefully she watches this. We're going to become best friends. and I will be making another beret. I see a couple berets in my future. I just, definitely a black one. I don't know what other color, but they are super cute. So I will be making the beret. I'll be reknitting this hat for my husband. I will be working on my Ambah O'Brien shawl and then working on my Christmas cowl for 2022. So I think that's enough for January. That's enough to keep me busy and keep me occupied for a while. Now let's see if that actually happens. I don't know about you, but things come out and they distract me, and then I change my whole plan. So no promises. So as I mentioned, I will be on vacation next week. We happen to have some extra Disney vacation points. So we're not going to Disney, but we are going to Hilton Head, and my husband will be golfing a few days. So I will have some knitting time and Netflix time, which I'm super excited about. So maybe I will record some stuff while I'm there, and I'll record what I'm working on, but I will have at least 2 days of knitting, and I'm super excited. So I don't know if I will be recording another podcast before the end of the year, and if not, so happy holidays and happy new year. And I am looking forward to having more than 3 subscribers in 2022. And by the way, hello Maureen, thank you for subscribing. My sister is Maureen, and she is not a knitter, but she discovered my podcast, so I'm so glad you're here, and maybe I can get you on the knitting bandwagon. I think we're gonna try. I think that's all I had to share. I might add some pictures at the end of the projects that I talked about, as well as some gratuitous puppy pictures. My puppy just turned 1, celebrated her birthday on the 12th, so you know, of course we had to have a little celebration. But that's it. So thank you so much for watching and for coming back if you made it through 3 episodes. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Bye-bye.